streets are extended gutters, and the gutters are full of blood. And when the drains finally scab over, all the vermin will drown. The accumulated filth of all their sex and murder will foam up around their waists. And all the whores and politicians will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper,
"Sweetheart, the news is controlled by Hydra."
Alright. I really don't know where to begin, so I'm just gonna start talking, I guess. Democrats have got to be the least personable people in the world. Now, yesterday, there was a group that stormed the Capitol, broke a window, got their way inside, painted some graffiti, and took some selfies. And then they left. A curfew was imposed, and apparently, everybody followed it. That is the events of yesterday. That is the straight news. Trump had a rally. After the rally let out, people went to the Capitol building. They broke a window, broke their way inside. The Senate, the whole House and Senate were all rushed to their offices to shelter in place. They wandered around. They took some pictures. They painted some shit on the wall. Messed up some papers. Moved around some furniture. Broke a couple windows. And then they left. That's it. Now, all in all, is it shocking and stunning and bad that a group of people were able to breach the Capitol building? Yes. That's wow. Is it stunning and shocking and bad that people were fighting the police? Yes, of course. It's always shocking and stunning and bad. Is this worse than other more recent riots? 4 people died, but from what I understand, it wasn't I still don't know. All I know is about the one. The one girl apparently was trying to break down a door, and she was told, if you continue to do that, you will be shot. And she continued to do that, so she was shot. That's kind of the story I'm getting for the one girl that was shot by the police. Apparently there are 3 other bodies that I just found out about today. I have found out absolutely no details about it, which leads me to believe that these people just kind of died somehow. It wasn't a part of the riot. It wasn't a part of this, that, or the other thing. Something happened and people died. People just kind of happen to die places. I used to go to this event every year, 2 weeks long. We would go camping in Pennsylvania. Drive to Pennsylvania, set up our camp. Thousands of people would be there, right? Literally tens of thousands of people would be there. Well, 10,000 plus people would be there. And every once in a while, we'd get a year where somebody died at the event. Somebody'd wake up, go, "Where's so-and-so?" Check his tent, beat on a tent, get up. And hear nothing inside and go, "Uh-oh." And then you check, "Oh, he's dead." One year, somebody hung themselves out in the fucking car park. That was quite a fucking to-do. People die at places. People die at Coachella all the time. You know what I mean? You have an event with a large enough amount of people, it's entirely possible somebody might just keel over and die there. And since I'm not hearing that it was related to anything, I'm hearing about one girl that was shot by the police. I've gotten a fuller picture of that, event now. She was beating on the door. She was told, "Stop or I'll shoot." She didn't stop. They shot. I kind of go, well, you know what I mean? I can't sit here and every time a black guy fights the cops, go, well, he shouldn't have fought the cops because that's how you get shot. And then when a white girl is essentially not obeying the cops go, well, they should have shot her because she was just beating the door. No, fuck that. She got shot. Dumb bitch. Obey the fucking lawful commands. I don't know what to tell you. There's 3 other people that died. Now, I don't know how this happened. I don't know how these other 3 people died. Nobody seems to be talking about it. And I think the reason why nobody seems to be talking about it is because a certain group of people would like to use it as a way to illustrate how awful this whole event was. 4 people died there. Well, how did they die? One girl was shot by the police. No fucking clue about the rest. Could have been a hangnail. I have no idea. So, I'm so annoyed. Like, yesterday I was kind of happy, right? I heard about what had happened. I thought, this is awesome. I was hoping that they would break in, scare everybody, everybody'd leave, right? And then they would all sit in the fucking rotunda and sing songs or whatever. Like, you know, do a sit-in. Like, do a peaceful protest. Be like, yeah, we violently broke in, and then we sat here and sang songs because we're protesting you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to lock the doors, they got to break in. It's not good. It's not right. Just because I'm making fun of it and laughing about it doesn't mean I agree with it. God damn it, you fucking assholes. You do this to me every fucking time. But nevertheless, whatever. I'll weather that storm just like all the other lies. I don't care. But, yeah. Nevertheless, that's kind of what I hoped would happen. I hoped that they would all sit there and link arms and refuse to budge until demands were heard. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping they would do a protest like that. Like, I was like, that's awesome. Disrupt the fucking proceedings so that you get your shit heard, you know? And it's not the way it happened. They just went in there and went, hey, we're all in the Capitol building. Click. And that was it. They showed just how fucking worthless a protest can be. So, instead we got idiots being idiots, doing dumb shit. And, of course, immediately, everybody that was a Trump supporter said, this is Antifa. Those people are all Antifa dressed as Trump supporters doing this. And my first thought was, I don't buy it. Because nothing's burning, and nobody's died. Because at the time, nobody had died. So I'm like, nothing's burning. Or no, there was only 1 people dead. Well, whatever. No, nothing was burning. And it wasn't a riot that, like, buildings weren't destroyed. Like, they didn't fucking tear anything down. Like, they didn't just utterly demolish things. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the massive scale of destruction that we see when Antifa and BLM go out to riot. There wasn't looting, no fires, none of that shit. So I'm like, I don't buy it. That would mean that they would have to control themselves way too much. They would have to get way too into the character of, no, we're right-wing people. We don't get to steal all these people's stuff. Like, I haven't even heard so much as a fucking pen was stolen from the goddamn Capitol building. So it was very difficult for me to believe that it was Antifa. However, today, I'm hearing about how all of those Trump supporters that did that and the Capitol Police, they're all racist, because if it was black people that would have done that, then they would have all just been shot. Like, the Capitol Police would have just mowed them all down if it was black people. But since it was white people, the Capitol Police put on kid gloves. They did shoot a woman. Like, the police did, after all, shoot a woman. But hey, you know, whatever. Not enough white women were killed, or white people were killed, so, you know, whatever, hey. How many people were killed in BLM riots? Was it like 30 plus? Last count I heard was like 32, 35, something like that. I don't know where it went from there because it became normalized. It was, oh, more black people got killed yesterday in riots. Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? Like, it just became retarded at a point. So I just stopped caring because, again, if a bunch of black people are going to go out holding signs and wearing clothing that says Black Lives Matter and then all kill each other, I don't care. Because you're stupid. I can't support you because you're stupid. So, I don't know. Like, but you know, that it's all racism. You know, if this was black people, everybody would have died. They would have nuked the fucking Capitol because it's black people, all black people wilding out. Except, you know, when black people were rioting in D.C., they didn't do that. But hey, whatever, doesn't matter. We're speculating. We after all, have to recreate reality, both past history and present. Past, future, and present. Like, I was there for this shit, man. I watched it. I watched all the black people riot and not get shot. Like, I watched it in D.C. Don't even tell me, well, that was in Chicago. No, motherfucker, that was in D.C. Suck a dick, son. Like, whatever. Right? And for those of you who don't believe I'm showing evidence, it's on YouTube. Look up 2020 riots. It's gonna be hours worth of footage. Catch up with the rest of us. Because I've already done it. I've already shown it. Every time I bring something up, I'm not gonna go into a 20-minute fucking explanation about what I'm talking about because I've already fucking talked about it. Because this is current history. This isn't shit that happened thousands of years ago. I'm not trying to prove that Jesus Christ actually existed. I'm trying to prove that the riots that we all talked about all summer long actually happened. And they happened in D.C., and there were black people there that attacked federal buildings, and they weren't mowed down indiscriminately. Like, I'm just trying to bring all of us back to a couple months ago, when all of the shit that idiot Gillibrand said, well, if it was black people, this would have happened. Yeah, but there were black people doing that months ago, and it didn't happen. So you're a fucking liar and a piece of shit. Why is she a piece of shit? She's a liar because she's lying. Why is she a piece of shit? She's a piece of shit because you've got people who are wicked fucking pissed because their candidate lost. They believe they're losing their country. Joe Biden's a socialist. He's in bed with China. Blah, 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 blah. And as I'm beginning to try and make everybody understand, all of you, left and right, it doesn't matter what happened anymore. It doesn't. It doesn't even fucking matter what happened anymore. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Fuck that. We don't care anymore about proof. It's just how it's fucking spun the next day in the media. Right now, this riot that happened yesterday was the end of fucking civilization as we know it. I don't know about the rest of you, but today I woke up, I went to work, I came home. Normal fucking day to me. My little section of civilization didn't crumble overnight because some people broke into the fucking Capitol and it disrupted shit for a couple of hours, broke a couple windows, painted some shit, took some pictures. Right? Like, but to hear it on the news, it's the fucking end of the goddamn country because some people broke into the fucking Capitol building. Because now there's barriers put up around the Capitol building. Why are there barriers put up around the Capitol building? Because the police understand that you fucktards just can't help yourself. You gotta come on the news all fucking day long and talk about how all those terrible terrorists, all those awful people that are already so pissed off at the way you have characterized them for 4 years that they broke into the Capitol. And you're going to continue your shitty rhetoric while at the same time demeaning Trump for his rhetoric. And now they're making demands to remove him from office. The man has 13 days left in his presidency. Fuck that, we need him out right now. Because God knows if he has 13 more days to hang around, there might be more riots. And if we remove him now, early, before his term is over, with I can only imagine a rushed proceeding. There is, after all, 14 fucking days left in his fucking presidency, so we're gonna have to rush this through in a couple of days. Yeah, no riots are gonna happen because of that. Not a one. Are you kidding me? It's like, we need to figure out a way to come together, or else all these racist fuckheads are going to attack us again. And all the racist fuckheads go, you know, why not? If you're going to say I'm going to do it, why the fuck not? If you're going to say I'm a racist asshole, why not fucking be one? If I'm going to have to be pigeonholed as one, might as well enjoy it, right? So, yeah. Still not feeling the togetherness. Still thinking that everybody on the left can go fuck themselves. And you're going to get what you deserve. Like, no matter what it is, you're going to get what you deserve. Either you're going to get exactly what you've been hoping for, and it'll be exactly what you fucking deserve. Or you're going to get what all you dumb fucks are asking for, and it's going to be exactly what you deserve. I don't care. If people in MAGA hats start attacking Biden supporters and stealing their shoes or whatever, their Biden keychains, if they start doing that, I'm going to go, so, people attack people. It's what we do now. Because for 4 years I watched people get their MAGA hats stolen and get punched and fucking beat on and bludgeoned. Why? Because they were wearing a hat. So I hope people walk around in their Biden t-shirts and get beat up and have them taken. I hope it happens. Fuck it. Why not? Let's just devolve into animals at this point. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to fix shit. You've got a bunch of idiots rubbing things into the face of the people that lost. And now we're getting violent. So I know, let's demonize those people more. Try and make them feel even more like shit. Hey, maybe we can cancel them. Let's take away their jobs. Let's take away their freedom. Let's take away more from them. And then more people will see that happen. And then everything will calm down. You guys really do live in a fucking fantasy world.